trouble, and he's giving them something to do. So he has a tremendous story of overcoming and getting back. So we want to introduce DeWayne Iron Ruckuz Allen.
Thank you for having me. First and foremost, I'd just like to pay my condolences and my sorries to Traquan's family and friends. You know, I loved him dearly too. And a lot of y'all don't really understand the streets. You know, a lot of y'all don't really understand exactly what happened to him. But the streets is not fair. The streets is a dog-eat-dog world. I started hustling at the age of 14 years old. I was in the 9th grade, I was hustling crack cocaine. But within me doing that, it was my decision. I already knew that I could get killed, I could kill, somebody in my family could get hurt. And it was my decision to sell that crack cocaine. At the age of 25, 11 years in the game, I went to buy half a kilo of crack cocaine. We was in the kitchen on the West Side Hill, and me and the guy got in an argument, and he wanted to see the money, and I wanted to make sure that he had the crack cocaine first. He pulled out on me, he shot, I shot, he gone, I'm here. It took me 2 years after I went to court. I was already in prison. It took me 2 years to decompress of being a product of my environment, because for 2 years, I didn't think that I'd done nothing wrong. Because the way I was in the street, how me and my homeboys came up. 95% of my friends have been incarcerated or dead right now. So what y'all went through the other day, I've been going through my whole life. And I'm gonna tell y'all, for the ones that think you're hard out here running the street and wanna be about the streets, you check your gun in when you get to prison. Ain't no guns in prison. It's the real deal. And the ones y'all think is hard and ain't got no fight game, they doing things, the boys in there. They doing things, the boys in there. You can think you hard all you want to. You get 2 or 3 guys to come at you about 240 pounds, benching 500 pounds. What can you do? You gonna lay there and take it. That's all you can do. When I first got into prison, my first 5 years, I was still doing the things I was doing on the street. I hadn't learned nothing. I was right in the joint. You know, just like I was on the street selling crack cocaine my first 5 years in the joint. Because it's in there, you get anything you want in the joint. In 2000, I got in some trouble while I was in prison, and they sent me to solitary confinement. Solitary confinement is prison inside of prison. They sent me over there for 365 days, 1 year. So it's 23 hours locked down, 1 hour out for rec. You shower 3 times a week. So I didn't have any books to read. There was only one book in my cell, and it was that Bible in the corner there. Every day I would look at it. I'd get up, do my push-ups, pull-ups, and dip. Oh man, ain't nothing in that thing, man. I'm just keep doing it how I want to do it. So about after 30 or 40 days, I said, let me try that out. So I got over there and started reading it, but really couldn't understand nothing that I was reading in the Bible, because the Bible was foreign to me. But each night I would get up and read the Bible. One night I got on my hands and knees and said, God, I just want you to come in my life. I want you to save me. The next day I went to that Bible. I could understand what I was reading. So I returned to the yard and I said, well, I told myself in that year's time while I was on lockup that if you don't change your life, This is it for you. You probably never get out of here, and if you do get out of here, you're gonna die in the streets. So I changed my life. I started going to college. I got 2 degrees while I was in prison. Got my welding certification, and just said, you know, I ain't doing this no more. I ain't doing this no more. And I got to Huttonsville. They sent me to Huttonsville because I did 7 years at Mount Olive State Penitentiary. Then they sent me to Huttonsville, and done 7 years down there. And I asked God, I said, God, I want you to send me a wife that's gonna really mean something to me, because I know my temper, that if she tell me don't go out that door, if my hand on that knob, then I ain't gonna go out that door. I gotta love her that much that I'm not gonna go out that door. I asked God, please give me a job so I can take care of my family and my wife. I asked God, I said, and I wanted this all within 5 years. I wanted to own my home. I wanted all that in 5 years. And I'm telling you, God is so good, because I had all of that in 4 years. Wow. I've been working for 9 years now, and I got a hell of a woman that's behind me, that pushes me. She's my best cheerleader. And it's my thing. I took so much from my community that all I want to do is give back to my community. I've trained Terrain Rush. I've trained Derek Pitts. I've trained Dorian Etheridge. I've trained Carlito Carter. I've trained E.J. Phillips, Clyde Clark, Carrington Hill. Man, I love all y'all guys, man. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling you, the streets is for real, and it don't care about none of y'all. And if you're following anybody that ain't doing the right thing, get away from them. It's all right. It's all right to be just who you are. It's all right to be different. Peer pressure, man, is gonna take y'all up out of here, man. I'm telling you. All that rap music, lean, you know, pill popping. What's positive in the message that they giving? Ain't nothing positive in the messages they giving that y'all listening to. And half of the message that they giving that y'all listening to, they not really living that life. That's entertainment. What y'all seeing on TV is entertainment. We need more of brothers like me, like Plum, like Ahmed, like brother Mr. Lewis here, man. It takes a village, a whole village to raise these kids. Like the young man saying when he's walking down the street, say something constructive to him. Say something constructive to him. Because if we don't do that, we're gonna be back here again. If we don't pick them up, if we don't get in their lives, come work out with me. If you like to work out, come work out with me. If you like to fish, come fish with me. Anything you like to do. And look, you can find me on Ruckuz on Facebook. You can find me at on Ruckuz on Instagram. Hit me up, man. I love y'all, man. We can't keep doing this right here. We cannot keep doing this right here. I just want to thank y'all for letting me come speak to y'all. I'm telling you, look, for all y'all that want money and y'all think having money is meaning you rich, rich is a mind state. Being rich is a mind state. What's the difference of you having $2,000 and me having $20 and I'm happy with the $20, but you got the $2,000 and you ain't happy? It's a mind state of being rich. And you don't have to go to jail to be incarcerated. You could be in bondage out here. I'm telling you, man, it's real out here. I don't want to go to no more funerals. I went to that funeral yesterday and I told my wife, I said, look how many kids here. And I said, oh, we had a kid's funeral. Because I've never seen that many kids at a funeral. But I realized that I was at a child's funeral. And my emotions, my feelings that I was feeling. I was real sad, but I was very angry because here we have a kid up here that was planning to do something with his life, that the community helped raise, and that happened to him. And I don't want to go into the depth of what happened to him, but remember what I told y'all, that whatever you do affects other people. And that's what happened to y'all's friend. It wasn't him that was the wrong one, but somebody that he loved and was supposed to love him. They was in the street and he paid for it. So I'm telling you, man, pay attention to the people you're around. Love yourself, love your neighbor. Get that education, go to school. Man, the sky's the limit for y'all, man. I just want to thank you, Mr. Lewis, for letting me come speak, Miss Keisha for letting me come speak, and Leisha Lee for letting me come speak, man. I love y'all, man. Keep y'all's head up, man, and do the right thing.